Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to climb a mountain and to reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arm about you, the charm about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek.
I'm Irving for this performance. I was born Israel Balin in Russia in May of 1888. I was one of 8 children in the family of Moses Balin, a cantor. We left Russia when I was about 5 years old and arrived in Ellis Island in 1893. They liked us. They changed our name from Balin to Baleen. Now, I'd like to, with my siblings, tell the story of our early life in New York City.
Izzy, you remember when our family first lived in a basement flat, and then we moved to a larger 3-room flat on the Lower East Side. Father worked at a kosher meat market, and he gave Hebrew lessons on the side. On the high holidays, he was a cantor in a nearby shul, and he took you with him. Mother, Lena, was a midwife at that time.
Izzy started working at the age of 8 to support the family by selling newspapers. My sisters and I, we wrapped cigars, and our brothers worked in a sweatshop.
Working in that sweatshop was very difficult, sis. But let's get back to Izzy. As you said, he sold papers, and his route was in the Bowery. He trod the streets and the sidewalks of the Bowery every day at a very young age. He was exposed to all kinds of music that came from the saloons and the restaurants. And if I'm not having an auditory hallucination, I think I hear one of his favorite songs now.
I have an ear for music, and I have an eye for a maid. I hear a pretty girlie with each pretty tune that's played. They go together like sunny weather goes with the month of May. I've studied girls and music, so I'm qualified to say a pretty girl is like a melody day. Just like the strain of a haunting refrain, she'll start upon a marathon and run around your brain. You can't escape. She's in your memory by morning, night, and noon. She will leave you and then come back again. A pretty girl is just like a pretty tune. A pretty girl is like a melody that haunts you night and day. Just like the strain of a haunting refrain, she'll start upon a marathon and run around your brain. You can't escape. She's in your memory by morning, night, and noon. She will leave you and then come back again. A pretty girl is just like a pretty tune.
Irving sang songs as he sold papers. Folks would toss him a few coins and he liked that. He'd sing more. A regular street performer.
I've been a Romeo, my Juliets have been many, but now my Roman days are gone. Too many irons in the fire is worse than not having any. I've had my share, but from now on, I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm betting everything I've got on you.
No, no quiero. I don't want all your eggs there.
I'm giving all my love to one baby. Heaven help me if my baby don't come through. I've got a great big amount saved up in my love account. Honey, I've decided love divided into won't do. So I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm betting everything I've got on you.
No, I don't want all your eggs in my basket.
I've tried to love more than one. Finding it just can't be done. Honey, there's one I lied to when I tried to be true. So I'm putting all my eggs in one basket. I'm betting everything I have on you.
Well, maybe, quizás puedes.
I'm betting everything I've got on you. My income was so meager that I felt I was a burden on my family. So I left home and school and joined that ragged immigrant army of children roaming the Lower East Side. I sang for pennies. And Papa died about that time. Nah, chutzpah, I hate it. I didn't like that life, but I couldn't leave it. After all, I had no skills. So I sang with other boys in restaurants and saloons. how I do love you. Just say you love me too. Forevermore will I be true. Just say the word and I will marry you, and then you'll surely be my sweet Marie from sunny Italy. Just say the word and I will marry you, and then you'll surely be my sweet Marie from sunny Italy. My sweet Marie. Amore, amore.
Yes, Izzy loved those ethnic songs, and on his paper route, he became streetwise. He learned the language and culture of the ghetto lifestyle. In particular, he loved the performers, and there was one street performer, an Italian man, I believe, who sang in Yiddish.
Everyone was singing, dancing, schwitzing on a wedding yesterday. Yiddle, mitten, fiddle, spilled the ragtime, and when Sadie heard him play, she jumped up and looked him in the eyes. Yiddle, fell the stress they are. Everyone was taken by surprise when they heard Sadie shout. Yiddle, mitten, fiddle, hind the middle, spill the ragtime. Get busy, I'm a dizzy, I'm a feeling 2 years young. Meine Schöne Punnum, baby, if you'll maybe play for Sadie some more ragtime. Yiddle, don't you stop, if you do I'll drop. I can't make meine eyes shut up. Yiddle, mitten, fiddle, spiel the ragtime. Yiddle, mit der Fiddle, spiel the ragtime.
Irving also learned a lot of well-known songs that were popular, and they expressed simple sentiments. And there was this one lovely youngish couple who sang in a saloon, and Irving loved them.
Won't you play a simple melody like my mother sang to me? One with good old-fashioned harmony. Play a simple melody.
Musical demon, set my honey a dreaming. Won't you play me some rag? Just change that classical nag to some sweet, beautiful rag. If you will play from a copy of a tune that is choppy, you'll get all my applause. And that is simply because I like to listen to rag. Musical demon, set my honey a dreaming, set my honey a dreaming. Just change that classical nag to some sweet, beautiful drag. If you will play from a copy of a tune that is choppy, you'll get all my applause. And that is simply because I like to listen to rag.
Izzy, you were what, 18 when you started plugging songs at Tony Pastor's Music Hall? Then you became a singing waiter at a cafe? Singing songs and making up new parodies of popular songs? Customers loved it.
Yes, never had piano lessons, but I used to sit down at a piano and make up tunes. I still love a piano.
Piano, I love a piano, I love this. Funny play upon the piano, a grand piano, it simply carries me away. I know a fine way to treat a Steinway. I love to run my fingers over the keys, the ivories with the pedal. I love to meddle, but Paderewski comes this way. I'm so excited if I'm invited to hear the long-haired genius play. So you can keep your fiddle and your bow can be a P-I-A-N-O-O. I love to stop right beside an upright or a high-tone baby grand.
Irving, you love to play the piano so much that any piano you passed by in any kind of store, you would sit on the stool if it wasn't occupied, and you would play the piano for hours on end. You would play all of your songs from memory. Irving, it was debated over time whether you could actually read and write music. So come straight with us now, Irving. How did you do it?
Simple. I hired a music secretary and she wrote it all down. Why, one of my first songs earned me 47 cents for royalties. But eventually the sheet music read music and lyrics by Irving Berlin.
And you hit the big time, and you became a self-made millionaire. You invested your newfound fortune in the Berlin Music Company, and you built the Music Box Theater smack in the middle of Broadway with your producer partner Al Harris. And at the Music Box, you had a showcase for your music in a series of reviews that rivaled those of the great Ziegfeld.
Irving became a songwriter on Tin Pan Alley and Broadway with his first worldwide hit, Alexander's Ragtime Band.
Come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band. Come on in here, come on in here, come on in here, come on in here. It's the best band in the land. They can play a bugle call like you never heard before. So natural that you want to go to war. That's just the bestest band what have. Come on along, come on along, come on along, come on along. Let me take you by the hand. Up to the man, up to the man, up to the man, up to the man who's the leader of the band. And if you wanna hear that Swanee River played in ragtime, come on in here, come on in here, come on in here, come on in here, Alexander's Ragtime Band.
The rest is history. Writing over 1,900 songs for vaudeville shows, Broadway musicals, and Hollywood films, like these.
Stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong 'cause I'm right. It's for sure, not for maybe, that I'm all dressed up tonight. Stepping out with my honey, can't be bad to feel so good.
Never felt quite so sunny, and I keep on knocking wood. There'll be smooth sailing, 'cause I'm trimming my sails. In my top hat and my white tie and my tail, stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong 'cause I'm right. Ask me when will the day be? The big day may be tonight. There'll be smooth sailing, 'cause I'm trimming my sails. In my top hat and my white tie and my tail, stepping out with my baby, can't go wrong 'cause I'm right. Ask me when will the day be? The big day may be
Gee, I'm glad you came over tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be great riding with the top down.
Oh, I just had my hair done.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey, how about a movie, huh?
Nah, too late for that. They're gonna be right on a lot of popcorn. Say, I know. Let's take an old-fashioned walk. I'm just bursting with thought. What a tale could be told if we went for an old-fashioned walk.
Let's take a stroll down the lane by the park. The park if we pray
I know for a couple who seem to be miles apart, there's nothing like walking and having a heart to heart. I know a girl who declined, couldn't make up her mind. She was wrapped up and sold, coming home from an old-fashioned walk.
Some couples go for a buggy ride when they start caring a lot.
Others will bicycle side by side way out to some romantic spot.
Let's take an old-fashioned walk. I'm just bursting with talk. What a tale could be told if we went for an old-fashioned walk.
Let's
Take a stroll through the park, down the lane where it's dark, and a heart in control can relax from an old-fashioned walk.
and a heart in control can relax
on an old-fashioned walk.
How much do I love you? I'll tell you no lies. How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How many times a day do I think of you? How many roses are sprinkled with dew? How far would I travel
to be where you are. How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How far would I travel to be where you are? How far is the journey from here to a star? And if I ever lost you, how much would I cry? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky? How deep is the ocean? How high is the sky?
Irving married Dorothy Getz in 1912. They honeymooned in Havana, but she contracted typhoid fever there and died 6 months later. In the 1920s, Irving fell deeply in love with an heiress, Ellen McKay. Her father disapproved of their cultural and class differences, but her mother gave them her blessing.
Irving gave Ellen the complete rights to his song Always, so that an inheritance for her would be ensured, since her skinflint millionaire father could not be relied upon.
Everything went wrong, and the whole day long I'd feel so blue. For the longest while I'd forget to smile, then I'd
and they were inseparable throughout the beautiful 63 years of their marriage until Ellen died in 1988 at age 85.
The song is ended, but the melody lingers on. You and the song are gone, but the melody lingers on. The night was splendid, and the melody seemed to say, summer will fade away, take your happiness while you may. Beneath the light of the moon, we sang a love song that ended too soon. The moon descended, and I found with the break of dawn, you and the song were gone, but the melody lingers on. Beneath the light of the moon, we sang a love song that ended too soon. The moon descended, and I found with the break of dawn, you and the song were gone, but the melody lingers on.
Jerome said, Irving has no place in American music. He is American music. Berlin wrote his only Tony-winning score for the Broadway musical Call Me Madam.
I was born on 1,000 acres of Oklahoma land. Nothing grew on that 1,000 acres, for it was gravel and sand. One day Father went out in the field, hoping to find some soil. He dug and what do you think? Oil, oil, oil. The money rolled in and I rolled out with a fortune piled so high. Washington was my destination. Now who do you think I am? I'm the leader for the White House clientele. And I know that I deliver just what will make them jail. And in Washington, I'm known by one and all as the hostess with the mostest on the ball. They would go to Elsa Maxwell when they had an axe to grind, and they all could grind their axe well for the parties she designed. Now the hatchet grander all prefer to call on the hostess with the mostest on the ball. I've got a great big bar with good caviar, the finest you can find, and a large amount in my bank account for election time rolling by. I have a book on regulations as to who sits next to who, but there could be complications when the blue bloods aren't so blue. So the priestess with the leastest protocol is the hostess with the mostest on the ball. An ambassador has just reached the shore. He's a man of many loves, an important gent from the Orient to be handled with kid gloves. He can come and let his hair down, have the best time of his life, even bring his new but she mustn't leave her panties in the hall of the priestess with the leastest, or the hostess with the mostest, with the mostest on the ball.
It's a lovely day today, so whatever you've got to do, you've got a lovely day to do it, if that's true. And I hope whatever you've got to do is something that can be done by two, 'cause I really like to say it's a lovely day today, and whatever you've got to do, I'm just happy to be doing it with you. If you've got something that must be done, and it can only be done by one, there is nothing more to say, except it's a lovely day for saying it's a lovely day.
I hear singing and there's no one there. I smell blossoms but the trees are bare. All day long I seem to walk on air. I wonder why, I wonder why. I keep tossing in my sleep at night. And what's more, I've lost my appetite. Stars that used to twinkle in the sky are twinkling in my eyes. I wonder why.
You don't need analyzing. It is not so surprising that you feel very strange but nice. Your heart goes pitter-patter. I know just what's the matter, because I've been there once or twice. Honey, put your head on my shoulder. You need someone who's older. Or rub down with a velvet glove. There is nothing you can take to relieve that pleasant ache. You're not sick, you're just in love.
I hear singing and there's no
Is not
one there.
so surprising.
I
Feel
smell
very
blossoms but
strange,
the trees
but
are bare.
nice. Your heart goes pitter-patter. I know just what's the matter, because I've been there once or twice. Honey, put your head on my shoulder. You need someone who's older. Or rub down with a velvet glove. There is nothing you can take to relieve that pleasant ache. You're not sick, you're just in love, darling. We're not sick, we're just in love.
Irving loved his country. He served in World War I and wrote many songs reflecting his patriotism, such as Any Bonds Today, inspiring Americans to buy war bonds, or Angels of Mercy for the American Red Cross, with all profits going to those agencies. After Pearl Harbor, Berlin wrote a stage show called This Is the Army. It started performances on Broadway, traveled to Washington, D.C., and then toured military bases all over the world, sometimes in close proximity to battle zones. Berlin starred in it. He was away from his family for 3.5 years. He took neither salary nor expenses, and all profits went to the Army Emergency Fund.
is the Army, Mr. Brown. You and your baby went to town. She had you worried, but this is war, and she won't worry you anymore. This is the Army, Mr. Jones. No private room or telephone. You had your breakfast in bed before, but you won't have it there anymore. This is the Army, Mr. Green. We like the barracks neat and clean. You had made to clean your floor, but she won't help you out anymore. Do what the bugler commands. They're in the Army and not in a band. This is the Army, Mr. Brown. You and your baby went to town. She had you worried, but this is war, and she won't worry you anymore.
Stuck in the army wasn't missing back at all. 3 meals a day for which you didn't pay. Uniforms for winter, spring, and fall. There's a lot to be said for the army, a place without responsibility. A soldier out of luck was really never struck. There's always someone higher up where you can pass the buck. Oh gee, I wish I was back in the army.
Food is great. I lived with 97 others and it wouldn't cut. I love them all, they all love me, very lovely, but
Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I like to remain in bed. Oh, the hardest blow of all is to hear the bugler call. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up in the morning. Someday I'm gonna murder the bugler.
Someday they're going to find him dead. I'll amputate his reveille and step upon it heavily and spend the rest of my life in bed.
Oh, how I hate to get up in the morning. Oh, how I like to remain in bed. Oh, the hardest part of all is to hear the bugler call. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, you gotta get up in the morning. Someday I'm going to murder the bugler. Someday they're going to find him dead. And then we'll get that other lot, the guy who lifts the bugler up and spend the rest of my life in bed.
Hello everybody. Just a little information. One of our cast, Deborah Stevens, she took ill suddenly earlier on in this area and was unable to perform in the show. But we're happy to announce that she's recovering well and is able to be in the audience this afternoon. So Debbie, would you stand so we can all welcome you back.
to go to? Why don't you go where fashion sits? Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes, or cutaway coat, perfect fits. Dressed up like $1 million trooper, trying mighty hard to look like Gary Cooper. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst.
To quote George Gershwin, Berlin is the greatest songwriter that has ever lived.
Never saw you look quite so pretty before.
Never saw you dressed quite so handsome once more. I could hardly wait to keep our date this lovely Easter morning, and my heart beat fast as I came through the door. For in your Easter bonnet, with all the frills upon it, we'll be the grandest couple in the Easter parade. I'll be all in clover, and when they look us over, we'll be the proudest couple in the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find that you're in the roto gravure. Oh, I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet, and of the guy I'm taking to the Easter parade. On the avenue, Fifth Avenue, the photographers will snap us, and you'll find that you're in the rotogravure. Oh, I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet, and of the guy I'm taking to the Easter parade.
Now here's a little White Christmas in May, and Irving's only Academy Award winning song. Can you guess which one?
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just the snow, in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be
When I'm worried and I can't sleep, I count my blessings instead of sheep, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. When my bankroll is growing small, I think of when I had none at all, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. I think about a nursery and I picture curly heads, and one by one I count them as they slumber in their beds. If you're worried and you can't sleep, just count your blessings instead of sheep, and you won't fall asleep counting your blessings. I think about a nursery and I picture curly heads, and one by one I count them as they slumber in their beds. If you're worried and you can't sleep, just count your blessings instead of sheep, and you will fall asleep counting your blessings.
love. You didn't do right by me. You planned a romance that just had a chance, and we're through. Love, you didn't do right by me. I'm back on the shelf and I'm blaming myself, but it's you. My one love affair didn't get anywhere from the start. To send me a Joe who had winter and snow in his heart wasn't smart. Love, you didn't do right by me, as they say in the song. You done me wrong. My one love affair didn't get anywhere from the start. To send me a Joe who had winter and snow in his heart wasn't smart. Oh, love, you didn't do right by me, as they say in the song. You done me wrong. Yes, Mr. Love.
In 1936, there was an extremely successful musical comedy titled Follow the Fleet. The movie's most spectacular scene featured Fred and Ginger exuberantly dancing to Irving's aptly named song, Let Yourself Go. Irving's timeless gift is still enjoyed today as our ballroom dancers swing to Let Yourself Go!
Remember Annie Get Your Gun? Sure you do. It was Berlin's most popular score, and now we go to Buffalo Bill's Wild West Vaudeville show, which toured all over the U.S.
Can I help?
No, it's way too complicated for a woman.
Yes, I can.
The girl I will marry will have to be as soft and as pink as a nursery. The girl I call my own will satin and laces and smell of cologne. She'll never be polished, and in her hair she'll wear a gardenia, and I'll be there, step flitting. I'll be sitting next to her. She'll purr like a kitten. A doll I can carry, the girl I will marry will be.
A doll you can carry?
Taking stock of what I have and what I haven't. What do I find? The things I've got will keep me satisfied.
warning, you're stopping people, shouting that love is grand. And to hold a girl in your arms is wonderful, wonderful in every way. So they say.
I've had my way with so many girls, and it was lots of fun. My system was to know many girls would keep me safe from one. I find it can't be done. My defenses are down. She's broken my resistance, and I don't know where I am. I went into the fight like a lion, but I went out like a lamb. My defenses are down. She's got me where she wants me, and I can't escape no how. I could speak to my heart when it weakened, but my heart won't listen now. Like a toothless, clawless tiger, like an organ grinder's bear, like a knight without his armor, like Samson without his hair. My defenses are down. I might as well surrender, for the battle can't be won. But I must confess that I like it, so there's nothing to be done. Yes, I must confess that I like it. Being miserable is gonna be fun. The costumes, the scenery, the makeup, the props, the audience that lifts you when you're down. The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops, the sheriff who escorts you out of town. The opening when your heart beats like a drum. The closing when the customers don't come. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything the traffic will allow. Nowhere can you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people like style when they are low. Yesterday we told you would not go far, that vacuum open and there you are. Next day on the dressing room they hung a star. Let's go on with the show. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. You come before the show started, that your favorite uncle died at dawn. Top of that, your mom parted, you're broken hearted, but you go on.
sack of gold. Let's go on with the show. Let's go on with the show.
It's reported that after Ellen died, Irving became eccentric and was virtually a recluse in his townhouse on Beekman Place. Irving Berlin died in his sleep on September 22nd, 1989, doing what came naturally at the age of 101. On the evening following the announcement of his death, the marquee lights of all Broadway theaters were dimmed in his memory before curtain time.
Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my, how they fly. Oh, blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on.
Ginger Rogers once said, working with Berlin has been like heaven.
Irving Berlin's song, Bring Me You're Tired, You're Poor, was composed using the last portion of Emma Lazarus' poetic sonnet, The New Colossus, that is engraved on a bronze plaque within the base of the Statue of Liberty. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door.
To
Thank you.